Welcome. I'm so glad you're here on the mat with me. Today we're going to do an easy, restorative-esque practice. Keep it low to the ground, super gentle, super stretchy, nice and juicy for this time of year when our bodies want to hibernate and withdraw from the world while it's getting cold. Maybe it's snowing where you are. I know it's really rainy where I am right now. So let's just jump in and breathe together and be in this space. Bringing the hands together at heart center. You can either sit in an easy seated position. I brought a bolster with me. I'm going to prop my hips up by sitting on the edge of it. You can take whatever seated position works for you. This is my natural position for my legs. If you want to do a half lotus or a full lotus or even extend the legs out, go for it. This is your practice, your time on the mat. Bringing the hands together at heart center. We'll breathe in through the nose. And exhale like you're blowing out a candle. Again, breathing in through the nose. Exhale like you're blowing out a candle. Last one, breathing in through the nose. And exhale like you're blowing out a candle. Let the hands fall down by your side. Fingertips gently place on the floor. Inhale, reaching the head back, letting it fall open, stretching through the front of the neck. Letting the shoulders drop down. Exhale, letting the chin drop towards the chest. Spine is long, shoulders are dropped. Inhale, looking up, letting that head fall back. And exhale, chin tucks to the chest, shoulders drop down. One more time, allowing yourself to be vulnerable, to be exposed. Let the head fall back. And exhale, tucking the chin into the chest. Letting the shoulders drop, feeling the tension melt from the shoulders. Inhale, reaching the head up through center. Exhale, let that left ear fall to the left shoulder. And again, the shoulders drop down away from the ears, letting the neck and shoulders stretch out. Inhale, up through center. Adjust my hair for a moment. And exhale, letting that right ear fall to the right shoulder. And again, letting the shoulders drop away. Feeling that stretch right in here, that sweet, juicy stretch. Maybe you do a little gentle massage if that feels good. I know this is where I hold a lot of my own tension, just from general stress. Maybe you work on a computer. And inhale, coming up through center. Exhaling, letting that left ear fall to the left shoulder. And again, maybe you just gently being nice and gentle with your body, not too rough or too firm. You know your limitations. Maybe you find a knot and just say, hey there. Self-massage is an incredible Ayurvedic practice. Inhaling up through center. Inhale, reaching the fingertips up. And exhale, bringing the hands back through the heart. And then let's take our arms out to the side. Exhale, give yourself a hug, a little extra love today. And maybe you tuck the chin to the chest, keeping that spine long. One more time, inhale, opening up. Exhale, give yourself a hug, opposite arm on top this time. And maybe you tuck the chin in just a little bit more. Keeping that spine nice and long. And exhale, unwind. We'll remove the bolster if you brought it. And come on to your hands and knees for a tabletop position. Knees directly under the hips, wrists directly under the shoulders, tops of the feet on the floor. You might have to play to find it, and that's okay. And it doesn't have to be perfect, you know. We're not posing for a picture or modeling for a magazine. We're just finding what feels good in the body without hurting yourself. And then inhale, drop the belly down, look up towards the sky for a nice cow. Feel the stretch in the spine. Let the belly hang. And exhale, rounding through the spine, pressing up between the shoulder blades. Head drops down for cat. And inhale, coming through cow. Moving at your own pace. Finding your rhythm, connecting with your breath. Maybe closing the eyes. Allowing yourself to feel the dance of the spine, the breath, the body. Maybe you add a little flair to your movement. Wherever you are, taking one more cow, one last cat, coming back to a nice neutral spine, taking the knees nice and wide as the mat, and sinking the hips back for a child's pose. Letting the forehead caress the floor, letting the arms reach forward. Maybe you rock the head from side to side. Wherever you are, just breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, coming back up into that tabletop position, crossing the ankles and allowing yourself to come back into a seated position. Maybe extending the, well, not maybe, but definitely extending the legs out long. And however you get here is fine. I'm going to scoot into the middle of my mat a little more. Letting the legs extend out long. We're going to draw that left foot in, so that left knee is bent and the left foot is pressing up against the inner right thigh. And then we're going to take our hands, we're going to do a little massage and breathing, little shiatsu. I don't know if it's shiatsu, but it's a little massage, a little self-care. So we're going to start at the top of our thigh. We're going to press our hands all the way down. And then just the same way, come back up. Inhale, bring the hands up the leg. Exhale, bring the hands down the leg. And again, breathing up and down and up. Find your rhythm. Moving with the breath. Feeling that little self-massage self-love. Just a few more. And on your next exhale, stay in your forward fold. We'll be here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. On your next inhale, coming up and switching sides. Left leg extends, right knee bends, right foot is pressing against the left inner thigh. And again, we'll start that little massage on this side. So we'll flex through that left foot. We'll bring our hands to the top of the thigh. And then as you exhale, massaging all the way down, sweeping the leg. And as you inhale, massaging back up. And again, finding your rhythm. Moving with the breath. Keeping all points of the hand connected with the leg. Noticing if you're finding any places of tension. Noticing the feel of the hands moving up and down the flesh of the leg. Maybe reaching the heart forward. Bowing your head as you exhale. There's no wrong way to move here. Just feel. And on your next exhale, stay in the fold. Excuse me. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come all the way up. We'll bring the soles of the feet together for Baddha Konasana, or bound ankle pose. And you don't have to get your heels all smushed up towards your body. If you need a little space, you can make more of a diamond shape with your legs. My hips are feeling a little tight today, so that's okay. And then just peel the feet open like a book. And again, we'll just continue to practice that self-massage, that connection to the body. You know all of your tender points, all of the points that need a little extra love in your feet today. So just take care of yourself. Get carried away with this little massage. Don't forget about the ankles. Maybe you do the toes. Maybe you move up the calves a little bit. I know as a runner I get a little sore there. Wherever you need that extra attention, that extra love, give yourself permission to just dig in. Give yourself permission to receive love, to feel it, to crave it. And when you've had enough, you can cradle the toes and maybe you fold forward. Maybe you press the elbows into the legs a little bit for a little deeper stretch, a little self-assist here. Keeping that spine nice and long. Shoulders dropping away from the ears. Sits bones still connected to the earth. Staying here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. On your next inhale, coming up, we'll extend the legs out long one more time. Inhale, reaching the fingertips up, and exhale, folding over the straight legs. Maybe you bend your knees a little if your hamstrings are feeling tight. Maybe your hands just come to your shins. Maybe you can grab the toes. Maybe you're feeling really flexible today and can wrap all the way around. My spine is rounding a little bit, so I'm gonna stay straighter like this. Flexing through the ball joints. Feeling that deep connection to the earth. Notice where you're holding any extra tension and let go. Excuse me today. And inhale, coming back up through center. I also brought a block to practice with today. If you don't have a block, that's okay. If you want to pause and go get one, that's okay too. We're going to use it for our final bridge pose, and then we'll move into the final pose, Shavasana. So our last restorative, well, second to last restorative bit is our bridge pose. So bend the knees, put the soles of the feet on the floor, coming onto your back. And then you're just gonna lift the hips up, take them on a little journey. I'm gonna put my block at the lowest setting. So I want it to be just at the low back. And I want it, this is gonna sound a little crass, but to go the same direction that my butt crack is going. So a little booty crack support. Sorry about the lack of terminology there. And then you can just kind of play with it, see where it sits comfortably, but you can think of it as a diamond also. And so I want the block to just start at that top part of the diamond and to follow the diamond all the way down. That's probably the nicer way of putting it. But I said what I said. Anyway, letting go. Let your arms melt into the floor. Gently tuck the chin into the chest. And imagine you have a little yoga block or a little ball between your knees, and you're just going to gently squeeze it. You don't want the knees to collapse into each other, and you don't want them to fall out, but you want there to be a little bit of tension. Breathing deep into the belly. Seeing if you're clenching, noticing, letting go. I'm just going to adjust my shoulders a little if you're feeling that. your shoulders are creeping up, you can tuck them in a little bit more, bringing the shoulder blades towards one another and pressing the shoulders down. And if that direction was really confusing, I apologize. Just find a comfortable way to adjust yourself. Staying here for just another moment. To come out of your bridge pose, press into the feet, lift the hips up. Remove the block, set it off to the side. Ooh, that's nice. And then let the legs extend out long. Maybe the feet hang over the edge of the mat. That's okay. Let the palms face up. Ready to receive. Allowing the earth to support you. Give yourself entirely to the earth. Once more, letting go of all thoughts, worries, and tension. Staying in this restorative pose as long as you need. But when you're ready, gently wiggling the fingers and toes, drawing the knees one at a time into the chest. Giving yourself a big hug. Forehead comes up to meet the knees. And then maybe do a little rock and roll up, back into that easy seated position. Maybe this time without the bolster. Bringing the hands together at heart center in Anjali Mudra. Feeling deep gratitude for spending time together on the mat, wherever you are. Let's all inhale together. And exhale. Bringing the thumb knuckles to the third eye center. The light in me honors and recognizes the light in you. Exhaling in gratitude. Bowing. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat. I hope to see you soon. Have a beautiful day.